they're back, and we're happy they're back. Okay, now, we know you're back, but it's an obvious question, and they'll probably ask it to you for the coming year or something. A long break. Well, what happened, Morten?
We've just had some time off from the actual scene. That means there's been a lot of writing, and we tried to get back to the stage or the time we had before we actually made it. Just a breather, really.
Well, in 4 years' time, Paul, you've sold like 13 million records. You've done a lot of performances, live performances, a lot of TVs, a lot of promotion. Did it get too much? Was the break for that reason as well? Would you like to step back and look back?
It was nice with a break, put it that way. After 4 or 5 years, we kind of felt we need to get back to basics and just, have fun with the music again and not have it as a pressure. So it's been great.
And did you ever feel a moment during the successful period of Aha, like this is, starting to get out of hand?
Yeah, well, I think we all reacted differently to what happened, and the important thing was to know. You see, every album from album 1 onwards, we had a time limit, and we always seemed to be in a rush. Mm-hmm. And this time we just said, okay, there is going to be no rush. We're going to finish when we're ready. And I just think that was really important. We're a lot happier now with the result because of that, because we took the time. Mm-hmm.
And what are other new Aha resolutions, like New Year's resolutions for the band, for the new start?
Enjoy what we do.
You're always fighting not to let it get out of hand. I think that's always a balance you try to find, and the longer you're in the business or whatever you call it, then the better you become at that. If you're alert enough, that's crucial.
And I understand you feel more like a unit, like a band at this moment than before?
I think we do now because we didn't have time to be a band when it all broke loose. We were a band, a strong unit in the early stages of the writing and recording. But then when everything happens, you go and do all sorts of things like this. You go on television, you travel, and you end up not being able to have time enough to sit down and actually be a band. Write and.
Yeah. It's a confusing situation, every band has to find their own pace. And I don't think it's healthy to have this sort of pattern of working dictated by outside factors like sales and keeping up sort of an image. For us, it's just now really important to get back to enjoying making the music and as I said, finding our own pace, our own speed at doing things.
Okay, now, what have you all been doing except for working on the new album during that period? Like, what have you been doing in your spare time? Getting married, getting divorced, buying new houses? Tell me.
A few times.
Yeah.
We've actually still travelled a bit. I think we're bit by the bug now. You can't stop. But we've gone sort of separate places, seen our families separately and all that, and we've just had a little more time to be normal, I suppose. So, and to build our energy again and to get ready for another launch, I suppose.
It was important to feel that we had a life outside of the circus, and some of us have had babies, and we've worked on other.
Who had babies? Tell me.
Well, I didn't actually have one myself.
Yeah,
My girlfriend had one. And
painful experience. Having one yourself, men are not built for that.
And enjoy other things which are equally important.
Okay.
Now, the babies?
Babies.
As the music. Producing whatever
babies.
It is you produce,
Right, okay. Now, it's really good to see you guys back again. One more question. We'll see you on stage in a moment, Crying in the Rain. Whose decision was it to record that song?
It just happened in the end. We know the Everleys quite well, and that's how it all started. We never intended to play that song or any other song. Suddenly we just sat there and had to make a decision. We'd just been sort of fooling around with it, I suppose. And it was a shot from the hip, really. Not very thought of, not very, how can I put it? Not a calculated move, at least. It just happened, and here it is.
And it happened successfully, and they obviously didn't forget you. Last question, was that ever in your mind, like, oh, when we come back, will they still know who we are?
I think that's a pressure that's put on you by everybody asking you, does that worry you? I don't think if nobody really asked you to worry about it, then you wouldn't worry about it. I mean, our job is to make the music that we're happy with, and either it happens or it doesn't happen. You can't really do other than do your best. That's the only thing you can do.
We never did anyway. It's always been that way. We do our thing, and then whatever happens, happens with that.
Now you're more aware of it, and you can really enjoy it.
Well, we certainly know the business from the inside now.
Okay.
We take certain things less seriously. To put it
Right. Like interviews. Well, it was nice talking to you guys, by the way. What I'd like to know is what's your favorite video? Because the director's got it queued up right now. He knows.
Anything by the Doors. Or
Anything by the Doors. Well,
Light
see
My
what.
Fire?
Yeah, light my. We'll see what
not
we can.
particularly for the video's sake,
But the songs.
I think
Yeah.
it's important.
Okay, see what we can just grab from our archives. See you on stage in a moment. Right now, the Doors. Aha's favorite.
Hi, this is Stevie Wonder, and you're watching Europe's #1 rock show.